What's going on, guys? I got another video for you on the Cadillac CTS-V. We're actually putting coilovers on it. And yes, we're putting coilovers on it. Check them out. Some Megan Racing coilovers. Picked up for a pretty good price. And I know they're not the best things in the world, but hey, something's better than nothing. Get a good look at these bad boys. All these flaps got instructions, got some stickers and crap. And wait a second. What? Why do I only have one? Ah, that's right. I did the other side already. Not this side. This side's still high off the ground. Look at that. But I did do the other side, so you guys know what to expect. So, Megan Racing, pretty good company. Bring this over here so you guys can see it better. Adjustable shocks and all that good stuff with the adjustable ride height and dampening. And backs are non-true coilovers. This is just a spring and then the strut on the back. So, but I'll show you guys how I put this in and lower the car a little bit, and we'll go take it out for a ride. So first things first, jack up the car, get a jack stand underneath, and we're going to actually go over some of the stuff you need to spray down just to help with breaking bolts loose. So first things first, we got a bunch of bolts on top, so we have to do this one back here, and then this little guy back there. Let me focus in on that. There you go, that back there. And that will drop the top part of the strut. And we also need to do this right here. So separate these two, the knuckle from the upper control arm, and then spray these guys, the lowers. Get some light in there. Yeah, get those two bolts for the mounting, and we'll get to it. And for this bolt right here, we actually have to undo this AC line and get it out of the way, but careful not to break it. It is a high pressure line, and you don't want that leaking out on you if you have AC, because AC is nice. So, forgot to mention, these bolts right here are actually 18mm bolts. So is this one right here to drop the knuckle from the upper control arm. And then these two bolts down here for the bottom of the shock are 13mm. That's all you really need to take this side off. The other side, you do have to remove the battery in order to get to this one way back here. As you can see, that hiding underneath all these lines and stuff. So you do have to remove the battery to get to it. It's just that back one that's tucked away next to the brake master. So alright, so see this nut that I just took off? What you want to do is put it back on the bolt so we can actually tap on this and not mushroom the threads over. Little hammer. So do that. Boom, just like that. Now you just need to tap this from here and it should come flying at your face. And just like that, it's out. So basically, just get a flathead screwdriver to kind of separate these two pieces, because then it'll let go of this guy right here. And then it'll pop out. Then we'll take out the other bottom two bolts out of the strut and should be good to go. So, got the two bottom bolts out, and we left this guy in just a little bit to hang on, so I can unthread and not have this fall on my face. So we're gonna do that right now. Boom, check it out. We got everything all done, all taken out. So look at that's all that comes out with it, and it's all bolted to one. So all we have to do is pop off this little nut, shoot the spring and all that crap out, load up our new stuff, put it back in the car. It's coming along nicely. Just take your time with it. Don't rush this stuff. And if you do the front all at the same time, it helps, because if you do the one side and lower it and get it all adjusted, the sway bar is going to keep the other side like really tight, so just keep that in mind. Alright, so basically what I did was, on the nut on top, I kept impacting it, and the spring and strut setup shot out backwards. Not the real It's not the real proper way of doing it. What you should do is get some spring compressors, compress the spring, undo that top nut, release the pressure off the springs. But I just did a super ghetto way and impacted it off, and then it shot out a little bit. Doesn't have a lot of pressure behind it, but still do it the safe way. But now we can put our new stuff on. So basically the setup we have here is we got the spring strut and everything, and then there's a little washer right here. Then we have this big thing to hold the spring in place. We'll put this assembly in. Put this old washer back on with the new nut that is supplied. Torque it down, and we should be good to go. Just like that, our assembly's together, ready to go. Go ahead and put this bad boy back in. And we also can't forget this. So this actually sits on top and does the adjusting of the dampening. So let's put it back in. So these top bolts, you want to torque them down to 83 foot-pounds. Get them nicely torqued down. And do not forget this one down here. So this top bolt right here, you want to torque that down to 44 foot-pounds. And then the bottom ones, the two 13 mils, you want to torque those down to 18 foot-pounds. Damn. Tucking nice. Now I didn't adjust everything to the proper ride height or anything, I just kind of eyeballed everything. But looking good. Let's get this back one done. So back is a little quicker and easier. I got the car jacked up with the wheel off, obviously. So all we're doing is dealing with this spring little perch and then the strut. Well, to get to the strut, all you have to do is pull this little thing, fold your seat down, get your seatbelt out of the way, and push this in. So you just push this in. There's that side bolster. It's on like two metal rods that just kind of rotate. You just pull this little guy out right here. Sorry for getting the light. Pull that out, pull this stuff back, and it's right there. So just kind of pull this stuff back out from behind here. Get the light. Bam, there it is, right there. Take the two top bolts off, take the bottom one off, and there's your strut. Alright, so I got the strut out. That is the location where it was. And I got the spring out. Basically, I just did a little trick where I put a lug nut on with the socket, pushed down a little bit, and as you can see how much flex, just to pop the spring out, or you can do spring compressors again. But let's put the new stuff in. So just like that, we got the coilovers done. I got the back in. Sorry, the back was a little bit more rushed than the front. It's getting dark out and everything, and I have a limited amount of time, but we got the new one in, we got the spring, and I got the rubber grommet back in there just to make sure that it stays quiet and you don't hear clunking around. And I did find out I'm gonna need new subframe bushings. Those are shot, but let's get this bad boy on the ground. Oh no! Oh no! Look how good that thing looks. Tucking so good. We're gonna have to adjust this for sure, but yeah, bit's a little tucked more than the front, but we'll figure this out. We'll get some outside shots of it. So got the new coilovers on, taking it out for a quick test drive. We are definitely rubbing, so gonna have to move the suspension around a little bit and raise it up just a smidge. I'll show you guys a quick outside shot of how low this really is and why we are rubbing, but right now the car actually is a really comfortable ride. I'm pretty sure the old struts were blown out, and that's probably why this car didn't ride as the best in the world beforehand, but now it's like really comfortable ride. I don't know if you can hear that front driver's side fender. Yeah, it's definitely rubbing on it, so I'll get a quick outside shot real fast for you guys here in a second, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. It's a really comfortable ride. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Jeez. Are you kidding me right now? This thing is slammed. It looks amazing. I'm so happy with it. Oh, look at how low that thing is. And of course on the other side is the same thing. We definitely need to raise it up a little bit. But it looks so good this low. I might actually roll around rubbing a little bit until I get the fenders rolled, but we'll see. I really like how low this thing is, so we might keep it like this for a little while longer, but hopefully you guys like this. It drives so good too. So I think the old stuff was all blown out and just a terrible high mileage suspension, you know, typical thing for cars of these older years and stuff, but oof, I can't wait. Look at this. Are you serious? It's so low. We'll get some drifting footage here really soon. I'm going to Great Lakes Dragway this coming Thursday. Try to get couple runs in. Nothing too serious. I don't have tires, so trying to keep it tame. But we'll catch you guys next time. See ya.